What up, guys? ShadyCash here, bringing you another commentary. Got some team deathmatch. My setup's listed there, and I hope it's easy to read. I'm gonna be doing some sniping with the L96, and I'm gonna also warn you right off the bat that this is a really one-sided match. I end up going 38-4, and I'm not trying to post it to look like a beast or anything like that. Everybody on the other team obviously was really new to the game and unfamiliar with the maps. I think at the beginning of the match there was a second prestige and a first prestige, and I think the second prestige left pretty quick. Besides that, the highest rank was a 34. And while I don't think that, your prestige or your rank necessarily are a good indicator of your skill level, I definitely think it's a good indicator usually of how much time you spent playing the game. And I don't think it's fair for somebody that's spent, as ridiculous as it sounds, and as mad as my girlfriend is about it, I've played this game for over 10 days by this point. I was at the end of my 9th prestige in this match. And I'm sitting here playing with a bunch of people that have probably played for less than 10 hours. They're really unfamiliar with the maps. A lot of them might not even be that familiar with Call of Duty in general. And, I think if anything, it's maybe an indicator that something's up with matchmaking, but I don't know how that all works. It may be something that's not that easy to fix for all I know. All I know is that it's really not a good idea to stay in lobbies like this. If you're a higher prestige, usually you're going to get put with higher ranked players, and if you play a few matches in a lobby like this, you get used to a certain play style, and it translates over to your next few games. When you get put in the lobbies with people that are, somewhat equal to your skill level, you're really going to have a few games that are just subpar because you're used to being able to run around like this. The original reason I wanted to post this was I wanted to do a commentary on kind of, my history with first-person shooters. I've been playing games for, over 2 decades now, and playing first-person shooters for nearly 2 decades, and I've got some pretty dorked out stories to tell. I realize though that there's just not enough time in this match to talk about all that stuff, so I'm gonna save it for another one. And instead I just wanted to talk about what got me reminiscing in the first place, really, and about 2 games that I'm really excited for. And the reason I started reminiscing about my history with first-person shooters is because I got a text message last night from my buddy, and he said, "Screw the mines, the real end of the world is May 3rd, 2011. I sent him a text back because I didn't get the reference at the time, and I was like, oh, should I go to the grocery store and get some bottled water now? He sends me a text that says, no, that's the release of Duke Nukem Forever. Which, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that franchise or the history of it or anything, but it really is a fitting name because it seems like people have been waiting forever for it. It was originally announced over a decade ago, and since the story of it is just insane, it's been going through hands of different developers and publishers, and it's finally coming out. There's some gameplay posted of it from the Penny Arcade Expo. If you haven't seen it, you really should check it out. It's hilarious. The tutorial basically starts out with Duke Nukem in a restroom, standing in a urinal, taking a piss. And any game that starts out like that, is going to have some comic moments in it. And, it definitely has that same Duke Nukem attitude and feel. And, they also, they have a trailer posted for it. If you just type in Duke Nukem trailer, it'll come up, and the engine, the graphics, everything is just so, it looks amazing. As well as it should, as long as people have been waiting for it and what is expected of it. There's even, some inside references in the trailer to, little jokes, how long people have been waiting for it and how long it's been in development. And there's also at the end a controller that, obviously it's computer generated, but I would seriously kill somebody to have it. It's sweet. The other game I'm really excited for, I don't know if you guys have seen much on this, but Crysis 2. is, you know, coming out sometime soon, and if you go watch it, keep in mind everything you're seeing. I'm pretty sure here is game engine generated. People are talking as much about the technology behind the game as the game itself. Like it's going to be the next Unreal 3 engine that every single game is going to use. Uh, and you know, when you see it in action, it's a little believable. It looks amazing. So yeah, those are two games I'll probably definitely get on day one. Besides that, a trailer that my buddy showed me the other day that I'm actually really excited about too is Fight Night Championship. I don't know if you guys have seen anything on that, but the game looks amazing. The story in it alone, I mean, it is just, you know, worth the price of admission, I would think. I'd be excited to watch it if it were a movie and, you know, it's going to be a game. I think it's one of those trailers, you know, everybody should check out, including, you know, maybe Roger Ebert, since he thinks video games aren't art, which I think is the, I don't know, cheesiest and most ignorant thing I've ever heard. I don't understand how a whole team of artists can make anything that's not art, and how a critic can then go and judge someone else's creation and say that it's not art. I mean, but 100 years from now, when we're still playing video games, no one is going to remember who he is. So, anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Thanks for watching. Please post a comment below and subscribe if you liked it.